Hi, welcome to Binge Watch Rehearsals. I'm Dan Wilson, and with me, as always, is the incomparable
Diana Brown, and together we are Binge Watch.
So, these are our rehearsal sessions. These are not complete shows. These are going to usually be about 15 minutes long. And what we do, if you are finding us for the first time, is we normally will take two shows from our audience, either live audience back in the good old days or online audience in the current situation, and mash them together into a brand new pilot. But for our rehearsals, we don't have an audience. So we have pulled two random numbers in a Google search on best shows of 2021 to bring you today's shows. Diana, would you care to share today's shows today?
Absolutely. All right. So I'm going back over here to the magic of Wikipedia. And the first show is Nevertheless. And this is a TV series out of South Korea. And Dan, since I shared the title of the show, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about what the show entails?
Sure. Basically, near as we can tell, based on the Wikipedia entry, it's all about teenage love angst, or early college love angst, perhaps. We have a woman who no longer believes in love but still wants to date, and a young man who likes to flirt but doesn't really believe in relationships. And the two of them creating some kind of possibly romantic bond. I haven't seen the show. I don't know. But lots of ennui and angst among the young set. Our second show
Came to the world courtesy of Netflix, and it is Halston. And so for those in the know, of course, this is about the amazing fashion designer Halston, known simply as Halston. He was extraordinary and beloved by the devotees of Studio 54, and was all about draping. He loved to take fabric and drape it, and his muse was Elsa Peretti. And he also designed for Liza Minnelli. So Ewan McGregor stars in this story of his life. He started out working at Bergdorf Goodman as in the hat department as a hat designer, and then hats went out of style, and he had to figure out what to do. And we follow him from there on into his world. I have seen this, and I actually enjoyed it. Some people said it was a little shallow take on his life, but it's a big life. How can you encapsulate it in a Netflix series? So there you go.
Exactly. Biopics are by their very nature tend to be a bit shallow. So interestingly enough, we've done Halston before in a rehearsal. So I'll have a link to that card at the end of this particular show if you want to see how a show can be interpreted very different ways. I assume we haven't done this show yet.
Well, Dan, that is so true. I mean, I remember we did Game of Thrones many times, and the thing that really informed it was, and this is what we miss, about online, is we don't get to have a dialogue with the audience about what they love about a show. Because that is what inspires us when we do a show, is when you tell us what you love. So what we'll be doing is taking what resonates for us, the very idea of these shows. One I've seen, Dan has seen neither, the other I haven't seen, and create something. And each one is different, and certainly they're informed by what we combine them with.
That said, welcome to a scene from the otherwise unseen pilot of Passionless Fashion.
Ooh, drama.
Oh, hi, Judy.
Hi, Jerome.
You look nice today. I mean, I really love the cut of that. It's actually quite exquisite. Did you design that yourself?
I did. I mean,
Wow.
thank you. I literally tied a knot, cut a slit, put it over my head, and then kind of draped it.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, you look fantastic. I mean, you really do.
I feel fantastic. I mean, I don't feel like I even need these to see. Of course I do, because, well, I need them to see. But I feel like a different person in this. Like I want to, I don't know, kind of let my hair down and I don't know, talk to people that scare us usually.
That's, I don't know. I mean, I don't believe in fashion myself. I think a lot of it is really overblown, but hey, if it works for you, that's great.
I could whip something up for you that would change how you feel about yourself.
That's okay. I mean, I'm not really interested in feeling things that I'm not currently feeling. That's if I want that, I can do drugs.
Remember when you were 6 and you said to my mom, I don't like that. And she said, well, have you ever had spaghetti? And you said, no. And then you tried it, and it was all you would eat for 6 months. Your mother was not pleased.
Yeah, well, I was 6 at the time. I'm 16 now. I think I know a bit more than I used to.
Yeah, but don't you think certain feelings might be like spaghetti?
Come on, Judy.
I mean, mightn't it feel fun to feel cool? I said it.
Look, if you want to feel cool, you can feel cool, but I don't think that fashion is what makes you cool. I mean, I could walk around like Ziggy Stardust, and would that make me David Bowie? No, I don't think so.
Well, no, because as much as I love and respect Bowie, may he rest comfortably, there's only one Bowie. But see, Bowie created Ziggy Stardust not because he really wanted to just be someone else. He wanted a way to channel a different part of himself and to cash in on the whole glam rock trend. But that's beside the point.
It is beside the point, because ultimately what it comes down to is you are you, and fashion.
Wait a minute. Did he create the glam rock trend, or did he follow it? See, I need to look that up.
I don't believe in fashion. I mean, I like to look nice. I like to look, fine, but I don't feel the need to craft an image. I don't feel the need to put myself on display like some kind of art piece.
No, see, you're looking at this the wrong direction. Fashion isn't about foisting something on you that isn't who you are. Fashion is about allowing something as simple as fabric to bring out something already inside that you haven't maybe had the nerve to share yet.
And so this is the inner you.
Part of me, but there's lots to me. There's lots to you. There's lots to everyone. And we get stuck showing up in one or two things. What's in style, or what we think will make us fit in. We don't want to have to fit in. We want to belong. Okay, Brene Brown said that, but I believe it.
Well, maybe it's true for you. Me, I just want to get through the day, get my stuff done.
Listen to yourself. I want to get through the day?
Yeah, I want to get through the day. I got 7 periods of school. I usually got homework afterwards. I got my parents I got to deal with. I got my brother, and I got my sister I got to deal with. Yeah, I just got to get through the day till I could turn 18 and then get out into the world and begin living my life.
And then you can get through those days? Because if you don't start learning how to live your life now by your own rules, you're never going to. And you're always just going to be getting through the day.
Oh, look at you, the voice of authority. You make something, you throw it on, I give you a single compliment, and all of a sudden you're a life coach. Get it together, Judy. You're no smarter than me. You're no more worldly than me. You just got on something that you threw together, and it's making you feel, let's face it, arrogant. It's making you feel arrogant.
No. It's making me feel hopeful. It's okay. You don't have to think. To you, this is just some fabric that I got at Joann's, but to me, it's hope. And I just wanted to share it with you. I'm sorry.
No, I'm being a dick. I know it. I'm being a dick right now. Oh, Joe. Great. I guess I'll go do some homework.
You're late for class, you get a pass. That's the way it works. Even the captain of the football team needs a pass if they're late for class. You know how it rhymes?
Yeah.
This is the 8th time this month. It's not like you... Come on, William.
I just don't know that I need to prove myself to you every single time something happens. I'm a little bit late. Like, I'm doing well in your class, aren't I? I'm getting the good grades. I don't know why I have to jump through this bureaucratic hoop that you've got set up for me.
I didn't set it up. I am just trying to get through my day here. I teach civics and citizenship. And believe me, I had to fight for the latter because the principal doesn't think citizenship matters anymore. However, bureaucracy is near and dear to their heart. So, they put this in place. You're late for class, you need a pass. Now, granted, I think the rhyme is annoying, but it is memorable.
Look,
I can't let you in class without a pass.
Look, Mrs. Halston, I believe you. I believe that you're doing your best. I just think the system is broken. I think it's all just appearances for show. I don't think it's actually teaching us anything. It's not making us better people or better students. It's just...
Look, I agree with you. I got a plan for the next...
So let's start a revolution. There's something educational. Why don't we start a revolution? Why don't we create change in the system?
Look, we need change in the system. The system is broken. The system is like a hat, and nobody wears hats anymore.
Okay, you completely lost me with that metaphor, but... Yeah,
well,
no, you lost me
that
with
used
the
to
metaphor.
be ubiquitous, that was in place for a long time. You couldn't function without one. You were considered, frankly, rude to not put one on when you left the house. And now hats are no longer necessary. This system is no longer necessary. But without bending to it, you are considered a person without a hat. It's 1942 and you're a person without a hat. That's what I'm trying to say.
Great, so we can be men without hats, or men and women without hats.
You know, Men Without Hats was a band that was very popular when I was young.
Okay, I don't really study the ancient history of music. So I'm sorry, classic rock, whatever we're calling it nowadays.
I believe they were in the new wave genre, but I need to go back and look that up. There's a lot of things that I'd have to go back and look up.
I don't think you can call anything new that's that old.
Excuse me?
I don't think you can call anything new that is that old. This is the problem with, like, modernism. I talk about this with my art teachers sometimes. We call things modernism, but the modernism is, like, from decades ago. It's like ancient history.
Well, then we're talking postmodernism.
But that's the thing, is how many posts can you add as time moves forward?
Well, eventually somebody comes up with a new name for it.
Well, I think we have to do a revision. We have to do a revolution again to go ahead and reset.
I'm done with this. But I also have tenure, so that's the only reason I can do it.
Great. So what can I do to help you tear down this system and build something that applies to today versus fixing the problems of yesterday? I could work on your metaphors if you want, because you're not very good at those.
For the captain of the football team, you're a rebel. And that's so rare. How is it that you're popular and alternative?
There are not a lot of STEM schools with a football team. Let me just start off that way.
That explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we are not your usual band of brothers, if you want to go here. I'm kidding, an A in advanced honors English. We are not an ordinary band of brothers here. We are thinkers. Our football team is so good because we have strategy. We're basically playing chess on the football field. And everyone else is playing, well, they're playing football, you know, but chess will beat football every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. You know, our math division is they are amazing. There's an amazing fashion designer in there. I mean, she's budding, but she's amazing. She took something, cut a slit in it, put it over her head, tied a knot. It's actually, I think the knot came first, but I digress. It's extraordinary, the duality of abilities that you all exhibit. Although math and fashion design makes sense because it's all about angles and
Measuring and geometry.
Yes,
It's
geometry.
basically applied geometry.
it's applied geometry.
Yeah.
But the fabric moves is physics.
Yes. You've got aesthetics, you've got physics, you've got geometry, you've got a whole bunch of different disciplines involved.
And an understanding of what came before, so there's a certain amount of history and humanities in there.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of folks poo-poo fashion as just being...
Wait a minute, we're just talking.
nothingness.
We just laid out how good this school is, and now you want to tear it down?
No. I don't want to tear down the school. I want to tear down the bureaucracy that holds everyone back, applying useless rules to make us conform for no particular purpose other than...
William, the real question on the table here is, what the hell is going on that you're late this many times a month?
Oh, that.
Yeah. I've enjoyed this little walk around the block with you verbally, but
I got a bit of a medical thing, and I don't really want to talk about it very much, and I really don't want it being spread around the school, but I've got a bit of colitis.
oh, that can be very painful.
It can be very painful, and sometimes I get a flare-up, and I got to do some things to address it, and that means I sometimes get a little late to class, and I really don't want this spread around the school.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I am going to make you a special assistant to my class, a teaching assistant.
Oh.
And that's going to give you some extra library time. Now, there's a bathroom in the library. If you can get to school a little earlier so that you can then go directly to the library,
That
I
might
can
help, and
justify
it'll also
your-
give me time to go ahead and work on the revolution.
yes, that too. I still need your assignment from 3 days ago.
Oh, right. I'll have that for you by end of day today, I promise.
I'm going to go clean the board because the principal thinks chalk is fundamental to education.
That's the first thing to go. And that's not one, but two scenes from the otherwise unseen pilot. So you guys got a bonus today. Aren't you happy you came?
Normally we do just one, but I was so enjoying the world, I wanted to see what else came of it. So thank you, Dan, for indulging me.
Well, improv is all about yes and. And a lot of folks think that just means that you just accept everything that comes, but it means accepting the reality of the offer that your partner gives you. And so if your partner gives you another scene, then you do another scene because that's improv.
Thanks for joining us. We love the idea that someone out there is enjoying our rehearsals, and hopefully as much as we do. Thanks.